y'all? It's me, Zemiah G. But y'all need to know, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and welcome to those that are new to my channel. Welcome, and welcome. You can already tell by the title, I am doing first apartment tips. I feel like it's very important to know these tips if you're willing and wanting to move out of your parents' house, from a college dorm, from a roommate, whatever the case may be. I'm here to give you the tips for moving into your first apartment. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It only takes 2.5 seconds to subscribe to my channel, okay? So go ahead and subscribe. We're growing. I'm being consistent. I love it here. We're great. I love y'all so much for supporting me. So I'm gonna shut up, stop talking, and we just gonna get into the disclaimer. I am not an expert, okay? This is just simply what I did, my knowledge, and I'm just giving it to y'all. So don't try to come for me in the comments. Oh, you're not right. Nah, I just told y'all I'm not an expert. So this just is what I did. I'm just helping y'all. Here we go. The first thing to do is to save your money. Save your money when you're trying to go find an apartment. Don't just jump off the porch and just think like, oh, you know, I want an apartment, so now I'm finna go get it. I'm ready to get out of my mom's house or my daddy's house or my parents or whatever the case may be. And now it's time to go look for an apartment. Don't work that way. You have to save money to get where you want to get. I would typically save about 3 months worth of rent, maybe even 4. I would definitely do that because you don't want to just, oh, I'm getting an apartment today and you ain't got no type of funds to do anything. So save your money. It's important to save your money simply because it could be a rainy day, and because you save that much, then you're able to cover your rent. Because you also have to take into consideration when getting your apartment, you have a security deposit that you have to pay whenever you do that. What I did, I paid my security deposit and I went ahead and paid my first month's rent. I didn't have to do that, but it saved me a lot for my first time paying rent ever. So it saved me a lot to go ahead and do my first month's rent. That way I didn't have to worry about it, and I saved like $200 doing that. I would definitely save your money, save your coins. The next one is to not jump on the first apartment that you see. Don't do it. Weigh out your options, because there could be a lot of apartments that are out there, but you're just stuck on this one apartment. Don't just jump the gun and be like, oh, this is the apartment that I'm getting. There's multiple choices and things that you could do. Don't just think that you have to stick on one specific apartment and not look for anything else. Do not settle. Weigh out your options and go from there. Do not settle. Never settle when you know you can do better, or get better, or be better. The next thing I want to talk about is budgeting. Listen, do not go over your budget. And when I say that, you know how your pockets look, you know how your funds look. Do not go over your budget. So if you know you get paid such and such amount and you trying to look for an apartment that ain't got no business and your budget, then don't do it. That's just self-explanatory. I know people want these little luxury and nice apartments and stuff like that, but listen, baby, you got a budget. This is what I'm working with, and you know, this is what's gonna do. But again, still don't settle, but still be wise in the process. You know how your money is looking, you know how your funds is looking, so do not go over your budget, because when you get an apartment, this is big girl, big boy things, and you have to take care of priorities. Because when you was living with mom or dad or whoever, let's go shopping. You can't do that no more. You can't wake up and be like, oh, let's go shopping, because you have to budget, you have to be wise, and you have to make sure that you're planning everything so you're able to take care of your rent, you're able to take care of your water, your lights, or whatever the case may be. The other one that I want to talk to y'all about is to do apartment tours. Listen, please do an apartment tour. Please do, because you can look at an apartment. When you're searching for apartments, you can search for apartments online, and they're gonna show you the most best pictures that they can put up to get you to apply for the apartment complex. Listen, do your apartment tours first before you give them any kind of money whatsoever. Make sure it looks like what it showed in the pictures. Some of these apartment complexes be catfishing because it'll look like this online, and then when you actually go and see it, it's like this was not given how it was given on the internet. So do your apartment tours, because you don't want to put down a security deposit and then you look into the apartment and you looking like, no, because then the walls got holes in them. Do your research. Make sure you do the apartment tour, because you want to make sure that where you're applying for, you want to get your money's worth and make sure that your money is going into the right place, because you want to feel comfortable whenever you get your own apartment. You don't want to feel out of place and feel like, oh my God. You don't want to just be living there and not feel comfortable with where you're staying at. So before you do give them any kind of coins, do your apartment tours and go from there. Here's another one. Whenever you are looking for an apartment, make sure you look for what's included in your rent. So is water included in your rent? Lights. I don't know if people really do lights for real, but make sure that whenever you're doing your research for your apartment, that you make sure things are included in your rent. Is your appliances included in your apartment? So as for me, everything is included, like my washer and dryer, my stove, my microwave, like everything like that. My appliances were included. Now my water wasn't included into my rent because I do have to pay, you know, water and lights and stuff like that. But whenever you are looking for an apartment, look for stuff like that so you can save your coins, and you know, you don't have to worry about, oh, I have my water due at the end of the month. Well, it's already paid for and it's already taken care of. So the next one will be to make a budget. I know that I said don't go over your budget, but you need to make a budget for yourself. So when I say make a budget, I mean as far as rent goes, your water, your lights, your Wi-Fi, because when you're living by yourself, like as for me, I live by myself and I don't have a roommate, so I pay all the bills on my own. I do all of that and it's just me. So listen, when you live by yourself, you gotta make sure that you're, you know, paying stuff on time and all that good stuff, and you can't be doing other stuff that you would do not living in your own place. Like if I wanted to go shopping or stuff like that, you can do that, but you have to be wise, because you have to think like, okay, my rent is due on the 1st. Whatever other kind of bills that you have going on, then you need to make sure that you're taking care of that, and to make sure that you're making a budget for yourself. That way you still can save some coins, save your money, your funds, or whatever the case may be, and you know, you can take care of that other stuff later. But make a budget for yourself, because it will help you in the long run. Get a budget planner, or even if you don't make a budget planner, usually what I do sometimes, I have a notebook, write down, okay, what bills are due, when they're due, and when they're paid, I check it off and stuff like that. So make a budget for yourself. This next one that I'm about to say, this is me. I feel like sometimes I can be a perfectionist. I feel like everything has to be ABC 1, 2, 3 in the order that I have it planned. That is not the case when you have your own place. Whenever you have your own apartment, you can expect things to fall sequentially how you planned it or wanted it to go. I had to learn that the hard way. And I only say that because whenever I knew that I wanted to move out but didn't yet put in an application for an apartment, what I was doing, I was saving and buying stuff gradually for my apartment. So the theme, the scheme that I wanted my bathroom to be, or the color and the aesthetics that I wanted incorporated into my bathroom, or how I wanted my living room, how I wanted my kitchen to be, how I wanted my YouTube and beauty room to be, how I wanted my room to be. I was saving things for that gradually. So if I went to the store, I would buy stuff here and there, get a big box, one of those big old Tupperware things. I don't even know if you call it Tupperware. But anyways, y'all know what I'm saying. So when I actually put in an application for the apartment that I wanted to apply for, I was told that it was going to be a 6 to a year waiting list. And I was cool because, like I said, I wasn't tripping about it. I wasn't trying to rush anything, because when it came, it came. I was like still buying stuff and all that good stuff. Then I had got a phone call. I was requested to move in 3 months after I had already put into my application. And mind y'all, I wasn't done buying everything at all. So that means furniture, bedding, my room, like all of that. I didn't have time. So with that being said, things are not going to go in the order that you plan them to. So you really have to be patient, because when the time comes, it will come to you. I promise it will come, but you have to be patient. And like I said, it's not going to go in the order that you want it to be, because I still have furniture and stuff that I need to buy and little decorations here and there. So it's okay. Be patient. The time will come. There's no reason for why you should be rushing unless you just, I don't know. But when you rush, things don't work out as it should. So just be patient and the time will come to you. The next one I want to say is don't do too much. And when I say don't do too much, don't try to look for the bougiest apartment or find the bougiest furniture pieces or whatever it is. Don't do too much, okay? Just humble yourself. It's okay to go to Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and Walmart to get decor and stuff that you may need. You don't have to shop online to IKEA or go to IKEA. You don't have to do too much. If it fits you and you like it, then do that. Because think about it, you still have other things that you have to get. Water deposit, light deposit, whatever it is. So you still have to remind yourself that there's other things that have to be paid for, and you don't have to spend a buku amount of money just for some furniture or a coffee table that cost $600 when you could have got one from Walmart that was $100. You see what I'm saying? So don't do too much. Humble yourself. Just relax, okay? So I honestly think I covered every tip that there was whenever you get your own apartment. That's saving your money. Don't just jump on the first apartment that you see. Weigh out your options. Don't go over your budget, because you know how your pockets are looking, you know how your funds looking. Whenever you're looking for an apartment, make sure that you do apartment tours. It's important to do apartment tours because, like I said, looks can be deceiving. Look for things that are included into your rent, or whenever you are looking for an apartment, make sure you look at things that are included into your apartment so you don't have to come out the pocket and buy extra things on top of what you're already paying for your apartment. Making a budget, make sure you make a budget for yourself, because the same way you was living before, you have to be wise now, because there's a lot more money going into what you're doing versus what you're doing before. Because that little petty phone bill that I was paying wasn't nothing, honey, because I'm on my grown woman stuff and I have a lot more to pay. Water, lights, car payment, car insurance, rent, groceries. It's a lot going into this. So make a budget for yourself. Don't expect things to be in the order that you had them planned, because it's not always going to go that way. Not do too much. Like I said, it's okay to shop other places for your decor and for your furniture. It don't have to be the biggest popping place because such and such shopped at this place. It's okay. With all of that being said, those are all the tips that I had to give y'all on, trying to get your first apartment. Let me just say this, okay? And when I say this, I'm not trying to downplay nobody at all. But if you know for a fact that you cannot afford getting your own apartment, don't do it. Because getting an apartment is a big responsibility. And like I said before, if you're not paying your bills on time, you can get evicted, eviction notice, then you gotta move out. That's gonna mess up your credit, all of that good stuff. So if you know that you cannot afford an apartment at the moment, don't try to rush it and just move, and then now you're trying to figure out where else you gonna live. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Before we close out this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Again, make sure you turn on that post notification so you can be notified every single time that I post a video. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. And without further ado, I will see y'all in the next video.